Well, here we are again. I pulled this guy out of its winter hiding spot. Old Ford got to sit where it used to sit. I did wire the air compressor back up, so now you can see the brake lights off. It's running now. You can probably hear that too. But the brake lights off. The air horn works, and now here, this is one of those things. So when you maybe heard that a little bit when I took it out of park, you maybe heard the air release a little bit, and you saw the brake light come on a little bit. I don't know. I'm assuming that's kind of how that's supposed to be when you put it in park, so you can hear that engage. But I do know that air parking brake doesn't work all that great. So that is one flaw. I'm going to pull her up and put her in a different spot, and we're going to plug it into shore power. So one of the things that I did do right away today was I checked all the tires, because so it's a lot of weight we're moving around down the road. So these tires, the tires have a maximum pressure of 100 pounds, 110 pounds on these. So I don't know what you're supposed to run them at, but I put them each at 100 pounds last year, and now this spring, all of them are still at 100 pounds, except for the two outside duals on the rear. The two outside duals each only had about 80 pounds. So I filled them up so you have 100 pounds of air in each of the tires. I noticed one other thing when I got in here today. So there was the floor was all wet right by the door. And I noticed that the glass had slid down a little bit. There might be better ways of fixing that, but I just caulked them up. So there's one other little issue, I guess, and then the floor is wet right by the door. I did put some water in the tank, and hold up. Is that far enough in? Yeah, nobody's gonna hit that. So I did put some water in the tank, and you know what? I'm going to park up closer to my outlet. I did put some water in the tank because I'm going to show you once I plug into shore power how the pump works, and how there aren't any leaks. I lost a shoe. I'm going to leave it lost. Okay. Oh, so here's one other thing I guess I don't know if I mentioned before. So the key, hear that air compressor start running. The key goes to start right there. But here's the start button. Okay, so now, this is what I love about this so much. Backing up, right? The ground is a little bit soft. I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't second guessing myself a little bit. Darn it. We'll see. Maybe. I'm watching the camera because there's a wellhead I don't want to hit. There's snow on the ground here. Why some idiot thinks he wants to be moving a camper around when there's still snow on the ground is beyond me. But he did. Yeah, I'm talking about me, not you, if you're looking at the camera. You're obviously not an idiot. Okay, maybe that's close enough. Okay. A lot of weight we put on the ground with this guy. I gotta go retrieve my shoe. Okay, so we'll see. I'm not positive that cord's gonna reach or not. Might have to back up. Look at what I did to my yard. Jeez, man. Why do you gotta do that? So You know, this is my very first camper ever. And one thing that I learned is that, you know what, we're not going camping tomorrow anyway. I'm not certain why we gotta, oh, perfect. It's like I knew how long that cord was. Okay, so, now we're plugged into shore power. We ought to be good. We have lights. We do. So we do have lights. And now, so plugged into shore power or with the generator running, we do have our water pump. So here's our water pump. You turn that, so the light comes on and you can hear it running, right? Okay, well now, and we did just put water in the tank, so, oh, we heard it come down. We got to put air in all the lines. They haven't had water yet this year, so it's going to take us a little while.